has now burned from the south side of the San Gabriels all the way to the north side and into the Antelope Valley. More than 60,000 acres have burned. The fire is just 15% contained. And we have Leanne Suter live on the ground in Juniper Hills. Leanne.
Hi, we are live up here up 106 near Sema Mesa Road. This is one of the houses they're making a really good stand on. The engines just rushed in here, but you can see that fire is right there. We have watched this blaze creep down this hillside. The winds fueling the flames are just pushing it like a blowtorch along the way. Up in the smoke there is, it's hard to even make out. You can see his flag. His home is right behind there. 2 engines just pulled in there. I was going to see if I could nab the homeowner, but he's gone in a little farther there. Not sure how close we can get. I'm going to walk in just a little bit, but this is what we've been seeing all afternoon. You can see how strong the winds are. You can hear them kind of in the microphone here, and really pushing those flames. We haven't been able to see many airdrops on this side, and I think that's because of the wind. I think that is stopping some of the aircraft from being able to get in here. We've been watching a lot, though, of firefighters doing what they can, just hopscotching from house to house to house, to make a stand trying to protect them. Now, these houses aren't really close together. They're really spread out, so it makes it really tough. And then we've seen a lot of spot fires that have happened along the way. Those embers kind of just creating a little fire farther up and whatnot. This fire, we've seen, at least this arm of it, has been working its way down the hillside here. Man, these guys are going to have a really tough fight for this house. It's hard to even see it in the smoke here, but it's in there. I know earlier today we had some video. I know that there were homes that were lost, unfortunately, on one of the roads. I believe it was Juniper Hills, up in that area on the Juniper Hills Road. They lost some homes up in that area. They weren't able to get to them. We have not seen that happen out here on this side of the fire. Ooh, a really good gust coming. Really strong gusts, really blowing this fire up into the we're trying to get in just to see if we can even make out through the smoke if this home has gone up in flames at this point. Nope, it looks good. I see it there. You can make out the house now through the smoke. All right, I'm going to back up while we keep an eye on this and keep talking about this. This has been just a horrendous fight, I have to say. I've spoken to several homeowners who have been very frustrated by this because they say that they felt there wasn't enough coverage. They felt that there wasn't enough fire crews out here. They say they felt like the Forest Service let it burn down to the county line outside of the National Forest, and then they moved in. Many of the residents I spoke with say they were very frustrated, very angry with the plan. They felt it put their homes in harm's way for no need and no reason. They said they felt like more resources were put on the fire on the other side of the blaze. They felt like they had been put over by the Monrovia Azusa area. Here comes the homeowner now. I'm going to see if you're up for one more chat this time. You must feel a little better. You at least have fire engines here. What's it look like?
If I can save my main house, I'll just rebuild from there. If I lose the main house, I got to think about it. My wife and I are now 1 year in the ownership on the property, so this is kind of devastating for us to have this happen so quickly. I know that the station fire threatened here, but it was many years ago, and it didn't do anything like this. So. And
how far back was the fire in terms of your other buildings? I know, do you have quite a few back buildings, outbuildings?
I do have some outbuildings. I have a corral, RV garage, guest house, freestanding garage to it. It was actually the original house to the property, and I believe that has gone up.
Got it.
And I don't know about the other buildings, but as you said, I'm very grateful that I have at least a chance now.
Can you describe for us how quickly the fire came down today? I know those winds changed everything.
The winds changed everything. I thought it was going to be relegated to the mountains and the foothills. Then the winds became more ferocious, and they took on more of a northerly direction rather than northeast, and that brought it down here. And once it got onto this dry chaparral brush that's common to this area, it just runs. And so I literally had maybe 10 minutes from the time I first saw my neighbor's property blazing to when I had to feel as though I needed to leave or get fire help in here.
You got it. When I missed your first and last name, I apologize.
Robert Karp.
Thank you, Robert. I'm glad that at this point it looks pretty good, but you said you did see one of your neighbor's home, it went up in flames.
No, I saw their property,
Property.
their land that they
Got it.
own. A lot
All
of
right.
people here have acreage.
I see a bunch of black smoke. Is there something tucked off on that side?
Again, is acreage,
Okay.
so it's likely just these juniper trees and the scrub surrounding them.
Well, I'm glad that you're okay. Your wife is out of here?
She's gone.
Okay, good. Well, you
Thank
be
you very
safe. Be safe, Robert. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time. I can't even imagine so many homeowners in the same boat as Robert, just waiting, watching, and hoping that engines would show up and protect their property. Again, at this point, it looks like he is okay. He's had at least one, if not two, engines that are here on his property, so that is good news. We certainly will continue to watch the firefight out here in Juniper Hills. Live in Juniper Hills, Leanne Suter, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, what a sweet man, and we feel
Yeah.
so bad for him. I mean, he's owned that property for a year, he said. Look what he's
Yeah.
dealing with right now.
Yeah,
Boy, and then be safe out there, Leanne, because
difficult situation.
yeah, you can tell that those winds are really blowing, and when those winds are blowing, it's super dangerous out there. So thank you, Leanne, for that report. We want to go back to Chris Christie and